Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Growing Guitar. I'm having fun, and ERNEST and Snoop Dogg as well. Alright, so they're having fun, Gettin Gone, and that is a cool song from them. We're gonna learn how to play it in two different ways. We have strumming and the picking pattern, and we only have 3 chord, guys. Great, 3 chords only. Let's dive into Gettin Gone. And we're gonna do that with capo set on the first fret. Alright, so that's the best setup. We're gonna go over the chords, and we're gonna start with the D7 sus2, a long name, very easy grip. Goes like that. Alright, so you're gonna play open D, second G, first B, and open E. That's the first chord. The next one is the G7, and that goes third on E, second A, open D, open G, open B, and first E. And the final chord is the A7. And that will be open A, second D, open G, second B, and open E. Okay, so you saw here in the introduction of this tutorial, I play the chords for you in 2 different styles, both strumming and picking. So we're gonna look into that first. If you grab the first chord, or actually we can go, with the first chord, the D7 sus2. If you grab that one, you have one string around that goes down, up, down, up. Very straightforward, so like that. And you're gonna play in value of 1. That will be 4 string rounds, okay? So it goes pretty fast here, so down, up, 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 down, up. That will be the value of 1 when I now start teaching out how many rounds you're gonna play of everything, okay? So down, up is one part of it, and you're gonna play for 4 times, and that will be the value of 1, if that makes sense, okay? So like this. Okay, that will be 1 strumming around, so to speak. All right, so that will be it. So if you're gonna play D7 sus2, which we're gonna play for 4 times, that will be in fact 16 times of the down, up, so like this. All right. And you can't count all these times. You just have to learn how to play it first and then just go by feel. You're gonna feel when it's time to switch chords here. Anyway, that will be one way of playing it, and that will be the same for all these 3 chords, okay? When it comes to picking, there are some differences here because we're gonna pick some certain notes depending on what chord we're playing. So we're gonna start with the D7 chord first. You're gonna play like this. Okay, so you have 1 bass note and you have the answering notes. That's the basic of it first. So the answering notes will be on the G, B, and E string. No matter what chord you're playing here, you're gonna answer with all these 3 strings simultaneously, okay? And if you think that is too much, then go for the last 2 strings, the B and the E string. Okay, so that's the least you're gonna play, but I play with all 3 strings. And then you have different bass notes, okay? So for D, you're gonna play the D string to start with, and then you're gonna alternate that with the open A string. So it will be, okay? And in between there, you're gonna answer with the strings. How do you gonna answer? Okay, you're gonna play like this. D, answer, A, answer, and then D, answer, and A, and answer 2 times. So you're alternating D, A, D, A, and 2 times on the answering after the last A. In the rhythm, it goes like this. Okay, so it's again. And this is a pretty famous rhythm going on there, and a feel, and I think this is very suitable for this specific song. You can play this obviously in different ways. There's a lot going on there instrumentally, but anyway, this is one way to go, okay? That's the D7 play, and then you have the same principles for the next two chords, but just different bass notes, okay? So if we go on there to the G7 chord, you're gonna start with the 3rd fret E string as the first bass, and you answer with the same strings down there, the G, B, and E string, and then you alternate that with the open D string. All right, so it starts with the 3rd E, this one, then open D, then 3rd E again, and then open D, and 2 times on the answering strings. So in tempo. Okay, and then you have the A7 finally, and that's the open A that starts, and you follow the same pattern, and then you alternate that with the open E string. So it will be for one round. So again. And there you have all the 3 chords. And one round of this, so let's say the last A7 we just learned, is the same value as one strumming round, which means down, up for 4 times. Okay, so with that said, we're gonna go into this specific song now, and you're gonna start with the first verse, okay? So that's ERNEST going wild there on that first line. And we're going to play the D7 for 4 rounds. That means down, up for 16 times. We know that by now. Or with the picking style, 4 actual rounds. So D7, 4, then G7, 2, and then back to D7, 2. And that is 1 round. So it both starts and ends with the D7 chord. So like this. 2, 3, and 4, and G, 2, and D. Okay, so that is the verse play. And then you're gonna come into the chorus play at 1 minute and 9 seconds in. Oopsie daisy, that's where you are in the lyrics. And you're gonna play G7, 2, then the D7, 2, then A7, 2, and back to D7, 2. You're gonna play for only this 1 round. So G, 2, and D, and 2, and A, and D. Alright, so that is the first chorus. Then you start all over again. You're gonna play the second verse in the exact same way as the first one. And this is Snoop's part when he kicks in. You're gonna play it in exactly the same way, and then comes the second chorus again, just repetition, no news there. 1 round of the G2, D2, A2, and D2. Then comes the solo part at 2 minutes and 32 seconds in. And yeah, you're gonna play the G2, the D2, A2, and D2. So you recognize that? That's the chorus play. You're gonna play for 1 round. After that follows the third verse, a little bit different from the other one, but not really. It's instead of playing 4 rounds of the D7 to begin with, you're gonna play 6 rounds here. So D7, 6 rounds, then it goes in the same way with the G2 and then D2. So 2 rounds of that. And then comes the third chorus, and that is playing exactly in the same way as the previous choruses. And after that third chorus comes the outro part left, and that will be to just stay on the D7 chord for 4 rounds. And after play that D7 4, you have finished this song from ERNEST and Snoop Dogg called Gettin Gone. All right, cool song. I liked the collaboration there. a little collide with two different artists, but I liked that mix. And with this song, this country genre, it's nice to have something new there coming out from these two. So yep, hope this helped. Thank you for watching, guys, and until next time, play tuned.